the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Can you imagine being a fighter? Sometimes you think under the lights is hot.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Those counter punches have to hurt. Usyk! Still standing.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall this way.
Just missing with the uppercut. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. And there's the bell for round two. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice in the last round.
They believe their fight.
There's the bell to start round 3. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which fighter will say no mas? Swing and a miss with that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. That counter shot lands. These two fighters are made for one another. Well done. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counters. Oh, my God, Johnny. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
so my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life. Tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat battery like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10.
As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falkor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. This is Muhammad Ali. He stands 191 centimeters tall with a reach of 198. Up against them, Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches. This is Muhammad Ali, perhaps the biggest mouth in the game today, but boy did he back it up in his last fight as he just beat Sonny Liston to claim the World Heavyweight Championship. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner,
introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
fighting out of the blue corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he fails to score with that left hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Caught him. Good counter punch. Counter shot lands. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornerman.
Here we go. It's round 2. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. Missing with that right hook. They exchange punches. The jab doesn't quite connect. It's all offense all the time. Good counter punching. Back and forth they go. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That time counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. These two were made for each other. And that hook misses. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Nice counter shot. Just missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I see.
Reset.
4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that left hook. A perfect counter lands. Can't score with that jab. They are giving us a high-tempo show. That jab won't score. Good one. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the table. Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He threw a punch and just got countered. There's a counter shot. Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A perfect counter shot. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Whoa, wait a minute! If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They miss with the jab. You believe what we are seeing. energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
A little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That jab doesn't find a home. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And he just go back out there and he just to win this round.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab slip.
I don't want to just box it. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give...
Set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already.
You've lost, don't worry about it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. Don't lose this fight.
Here we go. It's round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is tough.
Round 8, and we're off again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought it was in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class.
Hi. Hi.
Victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. Family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the coach. I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed.
somebody doubt you and you still do it? And niggas is surprised? Like, what the fuck you surprised about? Come on, like, how you doing it? That was my mindset. People got it in the way. Because you hate them. You ever had somebody doubt you and you still do it? And niggas is surprised? Like, what the fuck you surprised about? Come on, like, how you doing it?
That's the things, situations and circumstances have changed. So in this new season, I didn't bring you on the show just to talk about your business. I brought you on the show to tell you that I'm crazy and love you too. That I love you far beyond friendship. I no longer want to be a friend. I want to be your friend and much more. And I want to be your protector. I want to be your provider.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck.
Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, sword handle all in my hand. The war force is mortal with my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, all along, liquid fortresses made of stone, witches' palaces made out of flesh and bone, waiting for our time to shine, Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. satellite to track where you are and see you black as night attacking with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. Think with fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on. Lord, please bless my palace of bones. My soul call my skeleton home. It's on the phone. Get a receiver back to Tyrone. We made a pact. We're going back home. Yeah. Pack my bag, stagger back to the zone. With a bag full of daggers I've thrown. I'm like my own masochist. Slash my wrist with a poem. And when I'm gone, don't tamper with a sample my songs unless you're strong. Bicep emojis in the group chat. 5 sets of burpees don't disturb me if the booth black. I'm going through it, got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put they tag on.
What's up, fam? I was listening to you from earlier. You told me to call you back at 2:30.
Oh, okay, yeah. You still want to do it at 3?
Say that again?
You still want to do it at 3?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot you the address. It's above Taco Castle.
I bet that I'll be there.
Alright.
Alright. That's what I'm gonna tell you, dude. I'm gonna say.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comeback. Life's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name reigns heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, we're out down. There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like you can't shout. I'm getting even 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spy. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. You don't want none. I'm moving like a hitman. You know I get the job done. You see me moving like a hitman. I go in and get the job done. They don't want
Alright.
generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up.